Hi, and welcome to Roots Restorations. Today I'll start on the restoration of a very battered drop leaf table. In fact, it's in such bad shape that I'll have to split the restoration over two videos. One of the leaves had come off completely, and the planks on the top and both leaves were broken at the joints. I could see that this was going to be a long job. After a quick hoover out, I treated the numerous woodworm holes. There was no evidence of any recent activity, but it's never worth the risk of not treating them. The table is obviously not factory made. Here you can see that the original hinge was installed in the wrong place. Wrongly located hinges is something that I'll come back to later. Here you can see a repair from another misplaced hinge, and also a piece of the shoulder being screwed on. The tabletop was split down the centre where the glue between the boards had perished, and at some point in the past, nails had been driven in at an angle to try and hold it all together. I needed to joint the two parts of the tabletop, and although it was rectangular in shape, I got a great surprise when I went to put them together in the vise to plane them. Somehow the top had been made with two planks that were not rectangular, leaving a slightly diagonal join down the centre. Before clamping them together, I sprinkled a little table salt into the glue to stop the boards from sliding under the clamping pressure. Because everything was made from solid wood, I was able to remove the varnish with a random orbital sander before a final hand sand. You may have seen me use this Metabo sander before. It's very versatile, as the random orbit can be set at 2.8mm for fine sanding and 6.2 for the quick removal of stock. It's like having two tools in one, and before you ask, no, it's not sponsored. In this shot you can clearly see a large chunk of the shoulder missing from the tabletop. The same damage is evident on all 6 hinge locations. Maybe by now I should have suspected a design flaw. I gave the top and leaves a coat of oxalic acid to try and remove some of the stains, although I didn't mind leaving some of the patina. Normally, I'd remove the casters to clean them, but in this case I found that they'd been glued in place. So rather than risk damaging the legs, I cleaned them in situ. Taking inspiration from Cole at Flip It Nation on YouTube, I decided to use a black stain on the legs and apron of the table. Thanks, Cole. As you can see here, the hinge screws had been ripped out of the table, then filled with matchsticks and glue. All the hinges were in the same state, and some had come through the other side of the leaf. With only matchsticks to screw into, I decided to drill holes and fill them with oak plugs to give me something to work with. I decided to repair the shaped shoulders of the top using some oak dowel. I used the bandsaw to cut them to a suitable shape before cutting them to length. As you can see, I'm still a long way from completing this project, and rather than risk this video reaching the hour mark, I've decided to wrap it up here and show you the conclusion of the project in part 2. Thank you for making it this far, and I hope to see you soon.